On the last episode, our friend Tani helped us with our visa for Angola and a car to go to Etosha Park. We saw wild animals in first person, and that became our best experience in the whole Namibia. When we left the park, we felt motivated to restart our bicycle tour to Angola. My name is Luis.
And I'm Anissa.
And we are riding bicycles, sketching and enjoying the journey around the world.
Join us on our adventure as we try to go from Namibia to Portugal along the West African coast.
We left Namibia with a desire to go to Angola. The days in Oshakati helped us to adapt to the warm weather of Africa and the unexpected rains.
It's very trafficy today. 70 kilometers to reach the next town, and it's the beginning of the journey.
But there was something we didn't create a routine. Waking up early and spend hours sitting on a saddle. The almost lonely roads of Namibia give us a needed peaceful mind to slowly begin our goodbyes. For us, Namibia is the toughest country we ever cycled because of the hottest weather and drought we encounter. Most of the scenic roads we took were pretty desert, dusty and challenging to find water. The people we met was friendly, and their help was sometimes crucial to continue our journey. After we turned to the highway B1 and we cycled those last kilometers to Oshikangu, we knew that would be our last city in Namibia. Our first day back on the bicycles was long.
My bum is melted.
What are we gonna do? Find a place to stay. Yesterday we were so knocked out that we just didn't have time to anything, just get inside, sleep and rest. Since we had a very long day yesterday, we were pretty tired. So we decided to just have an easy-going morning, and we had a nice room to stay.
The border is also open at 8.
That's where we're going now. We're gonna head to the border, which is just 1 kilometer away. Bye-bye. Yeah, as you can see in this town you have mixed languages. It's Namibian and Angolan all together. Also the roads are starting a little bit dirty and more chaotic, which is something I expect in the near future a lot. So here on the left side, Angola, Nova Lisboa. There are a few shops that are already all in Portuguese, and they use a lot of the word of Portugal to promote their business. A lot of people with stuff in their hands trying to sell. This border really starts to feel a lot more Africa as I expected. When we arrive at Namibia immigration, we fill the form to exit the country. An officer stamped our passports and we were good to go. This is our first time crossing a border in Africa, but the 6th crossing a new country by bicycle. And to be honest, the feeling is always the same. Excitement and curiosity for what is coming, happy for completing one more country, and that cold in the stomach as I see the new country name. Sim.
Os passaportes já foram regularizados?
Sim.
Foram carimbados?
Não.
Tem que carimbar os passaportes.
Onde?
Onde está onde vai aquela história?
Ah, aquela caixa cinzenta?
Exato.
Ok.
Carimbar os passaportes.
Tá bem, obrigado. So we went back to the little Angola immigration office. Our entrance to Angola was done easy,
with some random questions on our choice to travel on bicycles. Then, once in Angola side, we did something for the first time. Aqui está 40 amor? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
Só menino descendo.
1900.
Já dá só troco de 6 quase. Anda, me entregaram já troco de 6.
Sim.
Ok, já, obrigado.
Nada.
Ok.
Tchau.
Já, tchau.
Well, this is how you exchange money in Angola. In an illegal, total illegal way. Super friendly, and I just hope the bills are good. It's such already a different feeling from Namibia to here. You just crossed the border. After this, a few kilometers ahead, we met someone special. A minha amiga está por aí? Oh. Ah, boa. We're about to meet on the road the first Portuguese travel cyclist. She has been traveling all the way south from Luanda. Então, tudo good. For 2 hours, we chatted about our experiences and travel episodes. Tanya leaves to work and spend her money in adventure travels. She has the brave heart to go alone with her bicycle, riding the whole day long with the company of the wild nature.
Have a nice way up.
You too.
Enjoy Angola.
Ciao. And while Tanya was excited to enter Namibia, we were excited to start our journey in Angola. On our first night in Angola, we went to a Catholic mission before Angiva and asked if we could stay there. Como está? Tudo bem? The priest and sisters received us warmly. They told us that other cyclist friends also have stayed here, and they let us put our tent under the roof church. Yesterday we were supposed to camp outside, but the rain and the wind started so hard that we asked to move inside the room. We ran out of water and we had to ask for water here. I want to show you where I got the water from and where these kids and priests, they all drink the water from. This is a huge tank and this is where they get their water from. We didn't drink obviously directly from the tank because probably it would make a stomach ache. We decided really to boil it. We just had breakfast, we drink a little bit, so half of it is already in our stomach. Let's see how it's gonna be the next days. This was our first morning in Angola, but maybe because I speak Portuguese, the transition from Namibia was quite smooth. For our bicycle route, our plan was to cycle every day until Lubango, where we would do our first stop to rest and work. We continue on the National Road 105 until Bulambanga. There, we turn left for a 4 kilometers detour, hoping to find the Mongwa Catholic Mission and see if they would help us to sleep there tonight. When we arrived, the father wasn't there, so we had to wait to find out where we could spend the night.
Tio saíram de Angiva até aqui.
Sim.
Assim caminha.
Bicicleta?
De caminhar de bicicleta.
Ah.
Exercício.
Pega na bicicleta. Aí, aqui.
Aqui?
É. Pesada?
Mas teve? É difícil. São
Tenta levantar. A ver se tens força. 1, 2.
vai.
Tu falas ao Chivambo?
Sim?
Como é que tu dizes obrigado?
Tangue.
Tangi. Oh. Como é que tu dizes boa noite?
Boa noite. Malele potu.
Moalele potua.
Então que são chineses?
Ela? Indonésia.
É chinês.
Indonésia. Da Indonésia. China é aqui, Indonésia é aqui. É mais sul, mais para o sul.
Eu como uma ongiva e que é aqui.
É como Ongiva e Europa. To kill some time, I decided to do a sketch. As the sketch was getting visible, kids started to gather around me, curious to see the final result. In the night, one showed me his sketchbook, full of people he met and sketched. When I saw it, I challenged him to do a little sketch battle with me. I remember to be a kid and watch for hours artists sketching people on the streets of Portugal. I always wanted to sketch like them. I don't know if Cristiano have ever felt the same, but I hope I could inspire him with this moment. Here is where we park our bicycles, right side of our room.
Muito bem, boa viagem então.
Obrigado. Estamos em contato.
Conhecer Angola, estamos em contato, sim, senhor.
I don't know if it's because I can speak Portuguese and so the language barrier breaks totally, or if
They're just nice.
just warm and nice.
Yeah. It's really nice to see the local experience with the local. Even the kids were excited to see us.
Well, right now we will continue on the 105 National Road here in Angola, and we still have a lot of kilometers until the big city, which is Lubango. While we were cycling and watching all these destroyed war tanks, we happened to bump on Bas, a tour cyclist traveling from Holland to South Africa. Since I saw these tanks, I wanted to sketch it, so I took my time to do it. And seeing my devotion, Bas asked me how I organize my time to cycle and sketch in Africa. We could just come here, take a photo, do a video, and continue. You have to make it now.
Yeah.
Nothing is waiting, like, that's what you have to say to yourself. Nothing is waiting for me in 20 kilometers, even 1 meter. So this is my time, that's why I'm traveling.
Yeah,
And you have to put the mind over there. If otherwise the bicycle just keeps you pushing every day. You feel like, no, I have to do it. And it's addictive. It feels good. A quick sketch before we hit the road and while enjoying talking with Bas. While we only covered Namibia, Bas did most of the West African countries we want to do on this trip. Obviously, we had so much to talk that we all decided to find a place to camp and share some stories together.
Anissa,
Yeah.
Roser.
Sim.
Olá,
Olá.
Luís.
Boa tarde.
Boa tarde. Como está?
Yeah, Nawa.
Naua.
Nawa.
Estão na viagem?
Estamos na viagem, mas precisávamos descansar hoje.
Ah, sim.
Podemos descansar por aqui?
Ah, tá bom.
Tá bom?
Sim.
E tem água?
Sim, a água está aí no quê?
Ok.
Ah, sim.
Que bom. Muito obrigado. Qual é o seu nome?
Eu chamo Lavinha.
É Lavinha?
Lavinha, sim.
Ah, Lavinha.
Sim, trabalho aqui no posto.
Obrigado.
E assim, de nada.
Doutor?
E assim, doutor.
Sim, ok.
Doutor.
Ah.
Sim. E o mano fala bem português.
It's Portugal.
É português, sim.
Porque somos irmãos. Somos irmãos.
Sim.
Podemos pôr as binas aí dentro? Ok. Of course. For us it's more than fine. So this became our first time staying in a small hospital. The hospital conditions were incredibly poor. There were bats living in the roof, a few beds for patients, no electricity, and the water that came from a well was very limited. The moments after cycling are probably my favorite. Getting a shower, setting up the tent, and finally a warm meal is all what we need. Bas, what are you cooking?
I'm cooking spaghetti with tuna, tomato sauce, and curry. Very good combination.
What is the thing that you always buy when you go to these supermarkets?
Oh, it's a secret.
Okay.
Chocolate.
Of
I
course.
love chocolate.
But something that you bring with you on the bicycle. Okay, that's your guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
something that you bring, like, okay, I'm going to be 5 days on the
It's gonna be peanut butter.
peanut butter.
Yeah.
We kept chatting until dark. The next morning, we shared some coffee and we left the place. That's where we stayed last night, in this hospital that actually a lady gave a birth during the night. We could hear the baby crying. This is the road we're going. That's our friend Bas that is going the other way to Namibia, and we're gonna say bye or see you later.
See you later.
See you on YouTube.
See you on YouTube, exactly. Follow him. His YouTube is
Viking Bass with
Ba-
2 S.
okay. We go now.
Enjoy the road.
Adios.
Adios. Since the roads in this area were almost flat, we cycled faster than usual. And after 27 kilometers, we reached Shangongo.
But it's been 5 days. We didn't stop. I need a rest day. I heard there is another Catholic mission in Shangongo. Let's see. Inglês?
Não.
Eu e mi esposo viajar con vino y hoy días buscar sitio para dormir.
In this moment, I was trying my best Portuguese to explain what we need. But to be honest, I didn't know if they would understand me or not. While waiting, I continued explaining our journey.
Sim, Lubango, Benguela, Luanda, Soyo, Cabinda,
Che,
Portugal.
sempre com isso?
Sim,
Não estou aqui.
sim, claro.
Está em Tamongo. Eles são turistas. Está vendo?
Sim, sim, tô.
São
Já
turistas.
tem passado muitas aqui.
Então agora quero hospedagem aqui.
Tá bem. Vamos chegar.
Okay. Yang, you can come.
We were again received like family. The fraternity and free open doors from the people that don't know who we are was making us feel completely in love with Angola. We spent 2 days in the nun's house. They give us food, they treat us well, they give us a bed, they give us a room.
Muito obrigada, boa viagem. Tá bem? Vamos bem, caminhe bem. Se ultrapassarem o chulo, parem na cama.
Ok.
Na cama só pergunta onde fica o hospital.
Hospital.
Depois do hospital, em frente do hospital tem a casa dos padres.
Ok.
Sim.
Muito obrigado.
Ok.
Vamos bem felizes.
Tá bem, mano. Muito obrigada.
Obrigado.
Sim.
So, really rested to go for this next day, direction to Lubango. Along the road, the main attraction was the people and the trees.
This is mukwa from the baobab tree. If you see over there, there are a lot of fruits called mukwa, which taste like tamarind, and they made it as ice cream, juice, and mousse sometimes.
We traveled until Chiulu, that was the first town after Shangongo. We were pushed to buy some roasted chicken that looked tasty. So we parked the bicycle and tried the chicken leg for 2 euros. But what it looked nice, it turned out to be a very hard meat. People were again curious about us and us about how they live their lives. After the lunch break, we did 26 kilometers and we got to a village called Mujumbe.
Trying to find a place to rest since it's so tiring. At the moment it's very hot, and we're gonna try a hospital over there to see if we can stay there or not. Vinhamos à procura de lugar para descansar hoje de noite.
Agora quer realmente de onde que vão lojar?
Sim.
De onde que pode dormir, descansando?
Sim.
Vamos procurando o soba e secolo, meter no jango. O jango que deve estar aí.
Ok.
Vem daqui.
Nurse on duty brought us to talk with the police, and the police brought us to the community shelter.
As simple as this. That's where we're gonna stay tonight.
While having our dinner, we realized that our first 200 kilometers in Angola were done, and Lubango was now at 234 kilometers of distance. Bahama was our next destination, where we hope to meet the priests and have a rest with them.
Starting the day, but we have already a task. Once we leave from this nice floor to this spiky floor until the road over there, we hope that none of our tires pinch on this way until here.
Now let's see if we got a pinch or not. Hopefully not.
See this guy here? This is the dangerous one.
All clear. Alright, let's get it on. We are leaving Uya on our way to Bahama, and it's going up, slowly going up. It's quite windy, headwind, but it's still okay. It gives refreshment in our body.
Finally, Bahama after 40 kilometers. Let's see what Bahama has to offer. Boa tarde. O padre está? Ok. Boa tarde, obrigado. Boa tarde.
Então, como é que estamos?
Muito bem,
Sim,
senhor.
graças.
Tudo a andar?
É verdade, estamos a caminhar.
O senhor padre está?
Está,
Onde?
está lá, sim. Vamos juntos.
Okay. Good news, the priest just said to us to stay around here, so we have a place to stay another night.
And he can speak Spanish,
He
yeah.
can speak even English. He's from Mexico.
Essa missão começou há 10 anos, não tinha nada, esta era uma oficina militar do tempo da guerra e o município depois ofereceu o terreno para criar a estrutura da missão. Aqui na África estamos em Quênia, Angola, Moçambique, na América estamos no Peru, Brasil, Cuba, Guatemala e os Estados Unidos. E na Ásia estamos no Japão, na Coreia, Hong Kong e
Indonésia.
na Indonésia ainda vamos esperar o convite.
On the day after, we decided to leave our bicycles behind and go to a remote part of Angola. But this decision would really cost a lot of effort. If you want to see what happens next, join us on Patreon and you will have access to new episodes now. If you feel that you can give a bit more, there are high-quality sketches and postcards that we send every month. Your support and encouragement is greatly appreciated.